could be like us if you just get up off that jealous shit. I just hit the club, I'm in my zone, we rolling up. And you know we pour Patron, we pouring up. I just hit the club, I'm in my zone, we rolling up. And you know we never wrong when we pouring up. I just hit the club, I'm in my zone, we rolling up. And you know we pour Patron, we pouring up. I just hit the club, I'm in my zone, we rolling up. And you know I'm never wrong when I'm pouring up.
It's smoke. Status word. Really?
I just hit the club, I'm in my zone, we rolling up. And you know we pour Patron, we pouring up. I just hit the club, I'm in my zone, we rolling up. And you know I'm never wrong when we pouring up. I just hit the club, I'm in my zone, we rolling up. And you know we pour Patron when we pouring up. I just hit the club, I'm in my zone, we rolling up. And you know I'm never wrong when we pouring up. I just hit my nigga, told him gone, pour another cup. Way I'm sipping and I'm tripping, ain't no slowing up. How you say that you can hang, but now you throwing up? Yeah, you talk about the gang, but now we showing up. Ain't got time for all the games, my nigga roll a blunt. Matter of fact, I think I'm cool, I need to sober up. Can I wait? I can't be late, I need to hurry up. Hit that Uber when we landing, then we showing up. Cause I'm in a different state with a different license plate. And you know my pocket straight, and you know my partner straight. And we hold a lot of weight, we don't got the time of day. I don't fuck with toxic traits. I just hit the club, I'm in my zone, we rolling up. And you know we pour Patron, we pouring up. I just hit the club, I'm in my zone, we rolling up. And you know we never wrong when we pouring up. I just hit the club, I'm in my zone, we rolling up. And you know we pour Patron, we pouring up. I just hit the club, I'm in my zone, we rolling up. And you know I'm never wrong when I'm pouring up. I don't do no lick, this shit be lean when I be pouring up. Nigga roll a blunt as we falling out this bitch over stuff. We step in the club, these bitches flocking cause they know it's us. Niggas playin' hating, talking crazy instead of going up. I don't fuck with Elon, but just might go cop a solar truck. Bad bitch, she off the Migos, she tryna throw it up. Presidential rollie on her wrist and that bitch folded up. Everything we say so real, these niggas always quoting us. Status got the game on lock, yeah, we be killing shit. Yo ho wanna roll with us, she want a different fit. She done knock
Yeah, yeah.
What about this one? I'm just going everywhere tonight then. What about this one?
Oh, I'm sorry. I love that Get Rich, but I'm gonna go with that Jeezy. I'm not gonna lie, that Jeezy turns me out. I can't even no homo pause. Whatever y'all want to say, that Jeezy.
That's from New York. He ain't from up there.
Hey, whatever y'all want to say. No funny, man. Jeezy. So I had the snowman shirt, all that. Not gonna cap to you. Middle school type time. I was bumping it. Yeah. All day long. Middle school / ninth grade, beginning of high school, yeah. That Jeezy, that Gucci, all them trap rappers. I was gone. My head was, boy, I had my little nicks and dimes, couldn't tell me shit. I mean, we got shit jumping.
Yeah, you might be right. I might be a hater because I might be the only nigga out that don't like cheesy.
What? Ah, man, cancel the goddamn show. What the
Hey,
hell?
the only Jeezy song I like is the shit with Jay-Z. I like that.
Man, I'm about to use your own shit against you. Quit bringing up them East Coast niggas, man. Fuck
Yeah,
off.
I did bring up East Coast nigga on it, didn't
Hey, good bro.
I?
Quit going
I like the hold on, I like the shit, what's the shit? 20, 50,000, they all
I
there.
have to go down the discography. Don't even
Yeah,
let me.
you do, because I don't be listening to that nigga.
Come on, man.
You
I
put that
love
Gucci on. Yeah,
Gucci.
put that Gucci on. I fuck with that Gucci.
Nah. Let's be real. Every real artist, every real street person, hood nigga know this. Gucci, Jeezy. You go to
Gucci.
Gucci for them street hits. You go to Jeezy for them anthems. Let's just be all the way 100. Let's just be all the way 100. My president is black. My Lambo is blue.
That
And
was
I'll be
dumb.
goddamn if you come on, man. Finish the rest in the
That
comments.
was weak. That was
Stop
weak.
playing, man.
That was weak.
Hey, I put on. Come
I like
on.
that. I like
With
that, but that
Jay
was Kanye.
Till you make it. Hey, what you stand on? What if you take that ride tonight? Hey, what you stand on? What if you live or die tonight? Hey, what you stand on? Bottom line, gotta lead by example. Hey, what you stand on? What if you take that ride tonight? Hey, what you stand on? What if you live or die tonight? Hey, what you stand on? Bottom line, gotta lead by example. You know they dead wrong. Them cops ain't-
Yo, what's going on, y'all? Welcome to a new episode, Real Conversation Podcast, presented by Real Conversations Podcast Network. Today, we want to thank all the fathers out there across the world. We thank y'all for staying in y'all kids' life every day, whether you together with the mother or not, making sure you have that presence in your child's life is everything. And it's really the only thing, you feel me? When you're trying to leave that legacy, leave certain morals, values and principles down to your bloodline. I can speak as a father to all other fathers. That means the world to us, spending time more than anything we can physically buy or any material thing, any monetary gain, that time, that presence, that genuine just family time with your child and the mother of your child. You know, it's some it's something that's really undescribable. We got dads gonna be joining in throughout the show. We want to give a special thanks to all the dads, real fathers in their children's lives. You know, fathers don't get the praising that mothers do most of the time. So, we absolutely appreciate all the fathers and the mothers as well. But we want to spotlight all the fathers today, you know, because it's Father's Day. Why not? So on this platform, we're gonna stand up for the fathers 365. So you ain't feeling that, hey, you ain't feeling this platform. But that's self-explanatory. Tonight we're gonna touch on, being fathers, how that affected our lives, how that affected our grind, our mind shifts, our mental states during the time we had our children. So we're gonna speak on that, break that down. We also gonna touch on some trending topics as far as the ICE protests in LA and all over the country right now. Everything going on with that. We're gonna speak on should Black Americans care or help or come to the rescue to the Hispanic community. And we also gonna talk about Ye touching down at the Diddy trial in the courthouse. Speak on the effect on that, the impact, and where the trial going from there. So that being said, we're gonna bring in all the fathers right now. We got King Walker from Bad Guys Podcast, and we got my big cousin Chris Senior. So we're gonna bring the fathers in to start off the show. Let's get to it. Real Conversation Podcast. Yo, what's going on? What's going on?
What's up with you?
What's up, big cuz? How you feeling? Happy
Ah,
Father's Day.
thank you. Happy Father's Day to you too.
Yeah, appreciate
Man, that still sounds man.
it. Yeah, King Walker, what's going on with you? Happy Father's
Uh,
Day.
Happy Father's Day, y'all. What's going on, y'all? What's going on? Just chilling, man. Trying to
Yeah,
enjoy this beautiful Sunday, Father's Day, man. It's nice. This has been a nice one, man. It's been pretty good.
Yeah, happy Father's Day to you, good sir.
Thank you. You too. Thank you.
yeah, this my big cousin, King Walker.
Okay, okay. Okay, what's going on?
So
Oh, you
we just
got it.
gonna
You got it.
chop it up about being dad, start off the show, like just explain like how fatherhood has impacted you and um how has it changed your everyday schedule since the day your child was born? Anybody can start.
Oh shoot, fatherhood. Well, it started out with my father, and shoot, there was times when he was rough, but there was also times when he was just straight cool. He was smooth. I'll even venture to say that sometimes, when I needed it, he I don't want to say he was soft, all right, but he was you know what the word is, merciful. It would probably be the better term. And that taught me a whole lot as far as getting through life.
Okay. King Walker,
Whole
how you
lot.
feel?
On my father, I think for me, I think I had a great father because my father was more of like he was super cool. Right? Let's get it out. He's super cool. He wasn't super strict at all. Super cool, but my mom was a strict one. But yeah, my dad was more of like a local celebrity. Like we're from a small little city in Kentucky, so he's more of like a local celebrity. I'm not gonna lie. I never wanted to be that cool, and I think that worked out for me having a super cool dad and me seeing what being like a local celebrity, not really being able to, you know how like the old towns and the old cities where the most famous person, some of the most famous people in the city, not say famous, known people in the city, they drive around, they get the honks all day. Hey, they got to stop at the gas station. Everybody see them. I never really wanted to be that cool. So
Right,
I got to see somebody be cool. And I felt like I never had to be, I got the chance to be myself because he was so cool. So
right,
I didn't have to be, you know. So I do like my father for that. And, he was super cool, was laid back. I kind of think I get that from over there. But yeah,
yeah,
yeah, I think his coolness and his laid backness and his him made me who I am. So I gotta commend that. He was in my life. I think that's not said a lot, but yeah, absolutely. And my parents weren't together. My parents broke up when I was 2, and I see my dad like every other day. So I never had that problem. If not every day, every other day. Like I said, I lived in a small city, so I could ride my bike down the street, see my dad, or he was gonna come down the street anyway. It's only like 4 roads.
right.
So
Okay, since we talking about fathers, my father, yeah, he was there in my life. Even after him and my mother split, like my father was always there. My father was always like the person I could come to and talk to about anything. But he also would get on my ass if I'm wrong. But my father was more like a person like, what I'm saying? He gonna tell you where you went wrong, tell you what you shouldn't have did, and like life go on. You feel what I'm saying? My pops always told me to be like persistent and consistent and always grind for what you want, earn your keep type of thing. So I get a lot of things from my father. And he also was chill. You know, he's still chill to this day. We talk all the time. You know, I have him on the podcast. Like he always been for what I'm doing, like trying to push me to go harder. So I can say I get that from my pops. Like always just know it could be worse and keep pushing for real. But like the second part of the question, how has fatherhood changed y'all lives? Like since y'all child was born, like your mindset then and now, like how have you grown being a father?
Well, you just got to put a lot of the silliness down. You got to, when you had that kid, it's like you look at your former self and you got to like turn away from that. You got to turn away from them streets. You got to turn away from all that silliness. And you got to get serious now because now you got somebody that's looking up to you. Not only they just looking up to you, but you are in charge of this small person, okay? And you got to, make sure that they're going to be straight. Just like you just said. Like with your pops and me, you know, shoot, our fathers was straight up in charge.
Mhm,
And we start acting stupid, they come snatch us up.
mhm,
Not because they was angry or nothing like that, but they knew what was at the end of that road, and they didn't want us to go down that road. And we kind of like saying with y'all,
so,
you know, and it's a trip because now y'all are adults and y'all doing that same thing we was doing, and it's a killer. And I hope this is the right thing to say. But when I became a father and I was, doing the fatherly stuff, and it was like, dang, you know what? I was mad at my old man for telling me this stuff. But it's like, now it makes sense.
yeah.
And shoot, you're gonna be going through that same thing.
Hmm. It's only right.
That's a two-part question for me because I have a daughter and a son.
Ooh.
But honestly, it's crazy because I know that ooh was full because I feel more comfortable with the girl. It's
Really?
the boy. It's the boy that worries me. That's where I gotta. My daughter's the oldest, and she's a teenager, so I kind of got her figured out already. It's the
Really?
boy. It's the 10-year-old where I don't know what he gonna do or what he gonna like tomorrow or what music he gonna like because you know how boys are. It's flippy floppy. So it's different with the daughter. You're just raising the daughter and just staying in tune with the daughter. The son is like, okay, you're into this music. Why? Because I know how I was when I was a kid. That's Master P. We had DMX. So I want to know why you like this because I was able to have the parental advisory sticker on mine when I was a kid because my mom allowed me to do that because she knew I understood what I was listening to. I get to ask my son like, do you understand? Because everybody don't get to understand what we listening to or what we watch. My daughter, girls catch on quick, so it was like she already knew before I had to tell.
Right.
And she, like I said, she's a girl, so she's more of like to herself. It's that boy. That boy, I gotta change my personality with him sometimes. Just like I said, it's like what you into. You know how the world is. So I gotta guide you because I see my son and I see him do the same things I used to do.
Yeah.
And I get to tell him now, like, I can tell you, I get to tell him exactly what's gonna happen afterwards. Like, if you make that decision, right, this is gonna happen and so and so and so and so. And he's at that age now where it's like, you was right. I was like, I told you. I'm at that age now. Like, I told you. I told you.
See, King
I never.
Walker, like that's
Well,
crazy. You say,
we didn't all went through that one.
Yeah. See, I never got to tell my daughter that much. I told you. But this boy, he the youngest, and I'm
see,
like,
see,
I
that's
got. Like, I told
crazy.
you.
like you say that with your son, but it's like with my daughter, like even though she's so young, it's like see me and my wife, we had lost the child before, like few years before my daughter. So
Sorry to hear
it's
that.
like I feel like it's all I feel appreciate you. It's all good though. But it's like she 2 and 1. Like she's so like man, to be 2 years old, she's so like determined and like let you know, like, no, like I'm gonna do it my way. Like she's so like headstrong. It scared me like a mud, you know what I'm saying? Like it don't scare me, but it's just like you tell her something hot, don't touch it. She gon' nah, I wanna see it's hot. I don't wanna get
Yeah,
burnt. It's
yeah.
like, damn, baby girl, why you gotta get burnt? Daddy telling you no, do it. You know what I'm saying? It's just
You only
like,
got one. You only got one kid.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. You got plans on any more?
Yeah, eventually, yeah.
So monitor this one now, and when you
Right.
had a second one,
But this the
see
thing,
how
my
you got it.
daughter, she off the chain. Like she don't like to share. She don't like to. She literally say no. This is mine. At 2 years old, like she literally off the chain,
Uh,
bossy off. Like
Only
boy,
child syndrome, right?
man, oh no, she
Only
like,
child syndrome. Ain't nobody. She ain't got to share with nobody. Who's she gonna share with?
For
bruh,
real. I
she
mean,
off
she the
the
Sound
only
like
one.
me. So I know how that go. Who I'm supposed to share with? I should
she
get two
off,
of everything,
bruh. I'm
right?
telling you, man. It's like she got preferences already. It's like, girl, you only 2 years old. Like
Hmm.
how you know something? Well, like what? It's like she been here before. Like it's hard to
Hmm.
explain, bro. It's crazy.
Talking.
Yeah, talking, yeah, all that.
Right.
Like
Man,
I'm telling you, I feel like she about to pop up any minute. But yeah, though. So all right, it's been about 30 minutes. I appreciate y'all as fathers talking about fatherhood. Okay, I got one more question
Hmm.
before a 30-minute break. Like what would be some advice to younger fathers from both of y'all?
Don't get too old. Like I said with my son, stay in tune. Even with what they doing, as far as if you a gamer, go ahead and play the young boy game. Just play the young boy game with them. You listen to a certain. Just at least try to listen to what they're listening to and try to understand it before you tear it down. Yeah, don't knock Tyler the Creator. Like let him. You try to listen to it and see why he listened to it. Don't like, oh, you can't listen to that or you can't do that. I'd say that, especially with the boys. Like you gotta understand why. Then you give them the no. Give them the no after, but try to understand first. Especially with the new music and the new technology and these apps. I'm not saying let your kid on all these apps, but try to get an understanding of what's going on because this world is new. So don't let them don't have them all shackled up doing things that they friends doing and then when they 20 they buck wild and nasty because you ain't let them do that.
Yeah, I don't even want to think about that, my nigga.
Yeah.
I'll be
I,
all honest.
I agree with that. I agree with that because I'm gonna be honest with you. I was out, and I ain't gonna lie. I was out drinking with my dad when I was like 19. Okay, so when I turned 21, I knew what to do. When I went to a bar or something like that, I knew what to do, how to do it, when to do it, what to say, what not to say. And in the bar, that's important. What not to say. And it's like, it's like King Walker said sometimes, because I'm going to be honest with you. I listen to a couple of Tyler Creator stuff. I still play my PS5. I still play with this
Mm,
dude, even though Chris on Nintendo. Sometimes
mm,
I'll go ahead and I
Hey,
hit
hey,
him
hey,
up.
you
You
gotta
know.
go ahead and hop on that Fortnite with it. I like
mm.
man, I don't want to play no Fortnite. I like you know what? Come on, man. Let me see what the whole hype is.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh, Let me see what this Fortnite's about.
Hey, Pops, what's
What
going
up? What's
on?
up? What's
Hey,
up?
we talking about fatherhood right now. How has fatherhood changed your life, Pop?
Oh man, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
Smoke
It
that
changed.
you.
What up? You know it. What up, Chris?
What up with you?
uh, chilling, man. Just trying to get back to the crib.
I heard that.
The airport got delayed a little bit, but
Damn.
it's all good. Yeah, I got to go to work in the morning. You know how it is. But yeah, fatherhood, man. That was for me, man. That was a settling situation for me, man. It really probably changed me, saved my life as far as being real responsible and just thinking that I got somebody to look after now. Because I was out here wilding. I was wilding a little bit, not much, but enough.
You was
And
wilding.
but but for me, it just like I say, it changed me for just to try to be better, more responsible, and just uh, to know that, like I said, I got a little one to look after, and it just was a good thing for me. But you know, it's just a good thing, but it ain't for everybody either, because it's not easy. You know, because I don't think Jazz ever really got a ass whooping like me and you got, Chris, back in the day. Because it
Man,
was just
who?
like but like I say, I just approached it a little differently. But I had so much help with him though. But I still never really just got in his ass like our daddies did with us. Because he really wasn't like, that adventurous. He wasn't that adventurous as a little boy. He was more like,
Right,
he
right.
just he just had like, his little thing going on. But it's definitely not like how we came up, like just, little different, a little wilder. But
Yeah.
like I say, fatherhood, it's a good thing. I think every man should experience it if they want to. But if they don't want to, I understand that too.
Yeah. All right, Pop. We ending this section. We about to get back to the topics.
Okay,
What
what's the topics?
everybody else? All right, hold on. We about to talk about
Okay.
Trump, the ICE.
Ooh,
We gonna talk
All
about
right.
ooh,
First off, let me start off by saying Happy Father's Day to all of y'all. Happy
ooh.
to all of
He
y'all.
got that fruit. He got that fruit in the air. Ah, I smell it all the way in the airport. Damn.
Father's
He
Day.
got.
Hey, I
I hear you,
gotta
big
say,
time. Thank you, man. Thank you.
Happy Father's Day to the fathers that ain't here as well. Starting
Word.
off with mine.
Yeah.
Rest in peace to you. He ain't been here since I was 6, but that don't matter. Still love him nonetheless, man.
That's
Uh,
right, big time. That's right.
Ron, shout out to Ron. Shout out to Ron, man. We miss you down here, man. Happy
Yeah,
Father's Day, man. Any father that then passed on, happy Father's Day to you, because you matter as well, man.
no doubt.
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah,
man. We
yeah.
about to
Let's
get to
get on to these topics, Smooth.
get
What we
to it.
got going on?
Get to it. We talking about the ICE protests all over the US. How's it affecting the country? What's your thoughts? We gonna play these clips. Let's get to it.
From across the country as anti-ICE protests spread to more cities. This is some new video out of downtown Seattle, where hundreds marched overnight blocking traffic for hours. A dumpster also set on fire there. In Washington, D.C., President Trump, though, doubling down on the need for Marine and National Guard troops in Los Angeles. It all comes ahead of this weekend's military parade and birthday celebration for the president. NBC's Chris Palone following the growing pushback over the parade price tag this morning.
With ICE protests erupting across the country, this one in Seattle, where overnight police arrested several demonstrators. The epicenter remains Los Angeles, where
Mm,
thousands of National Guard troops are keeping watch and 700 Marines are poised to join them. Democrats on Capitol Hill are questioning the president's motives.
Our Marines trained for combat in the Indo-Pacific, not for securing the streets of Los Angeles.
President Trump insisting protests against ongoing immigration raids would have been much worse if
Okay, what y'all think?
Uh,
You know,
First, let's start with this. We wouldn't even have these protests. This shit wouldn't be going on if Trump didn't start this. We got to break that down. One, Trump sent ICE in the neighborhoods that why would you send these people into these neighborhoods? First off, the man said he wanted to get illegal immigrants who were criminals out of here, right? This nigga not grabbing criminals, he's grabbing families. He's grabbing fathers trying to do for their kids.
They grabbing mothers as soon as they coming out the courthouse from their hearings. Like grabbing them up, shipping them off. Like, come on now. He's inciting this, right? He incited these riots, man. That's what he wants. It's what he wants, because then he could do what he did. He wanted to send the National Guard in there. He wanted to send the military in there. People need to wake up and realize this all a ruse for this man to become a dictator. That's all he wants. He basically told us this the whole year leading up to the election. People didn't want to listen to it. These protests is sad. I mean, the protest ain't sad. People need to protest. We need to protest this shit. Cause at the end of the day, this our freedom. You feel me? He ain't gonna stop with the Mexicans. He ain't gonna stop with the Latinos. He ain't gonna stop there. Uh, let's just keep it real. His whole election campaign, he said the immigrants was stealing blacks' jobs, right? You asked how is this going to impact us? The farming industry is getting hit real bad right now because most of these illegal immigrants work in these fields, picking the shit that we need to survive every day, right? Black people don't want to go work in that shit. We're not. And I'm gonna get back to that point. Black people not gonna do it. White people not gonna do it. No other race of people is really gonna stand out there in that heat in them fields picking
Oh,
shit.
wait, hold up. Wait, let's just get real. As black people,
Mm,
are we done with them fields?
Yes,
Time out.
mm,
I'm not. This is what I'm saying. Look, whole time, right? Whole election. Trump said immigrants were stealing blacks' jobs, right? Right now, what is getting hit the hardest? What jobs are opening up? Farming jobs. That nigga was trying to tell us go back to the fields. That shit not going though. We not going for that shit. So it's like people need to wake up and realize this shit. This is all the rules to make America white again. That's all they want to do. They took away Black History Month. Everybody said he wasn't gonna do that. Black people, everybody said he wasn't gonna do that. He tried to do that. He taking away rights from everybody. Uh, Speaking of these riots, Trump, I believe a government, somebody in Congress went to go oversee some shit that Christy Nome was doing, which is very legal. And they had ICE agents beat this man and detain. We have this on camera.
All right, let somebody else go.
Yeah,
Who wants to
somebody
speak?
else go ahead, cause
Who else wants to speak on this?
I get on the nerves, man.
I'll go ahead. Well, see, the problem that I have with that is that a lot of people did not believe the manifesto called Project 2025. Okay, and it's written down, and it's written down what he was going to do. Now, if you look at the voting numbers, it's real easy to say that everybody that's affected by ICE
Voted
voted
for
for this. 60% of Hispanic males voted for Trump.
mm, mm,
that's true, but
mm,
but
Now,
mm,
hold
that's
on. Now, hold on. That's true. The majority of Hispanic and Latino females voted for Trump. Okay.
mm.
It's true.
Wow.
Now, the problem that they're having now is that, now that they're protesting, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I was one of those black people that got mad when, a couple of them got online and said, okay, where are all the black people? I'm like, look, I'm tired. I'm tired of yelling it from the mountaintops, talking about some don't vote for this dude. And now you did, and this is what you get. But on the
Mm,
flip side of that, the problem that's there now is that it's like the brother said earlier. He's not gonna stop at the Latinos. Okay, anybody that is brown, black, yellow, red, whatever, he's gonna come after him sooner or later.
But look, check it out. How can he come at the people that built the country? I ain't even
because
understand that.
It don't matter that we built the country. To them, they the ones who had the money to build the country.
We don't
We
have
ain't.
no homeland. What's our homeland?
We don't have our own Africa. If
That's our
you
homeland.
everybody, I mean, if we get historically correct, Africa, bro.
They ain't
Everybody
gonna
person
accept
need to
us.
go back then.
They
And
ain't
But
I'm
gonna
gonna
as
tell
accept
you
long
us.
as
right
we here,
now,
right? As long
and
as we here, right?
I'm gonna
It's
tell you
all it's
right
gonna be.
now, Ghana is saying, bring y'all's educated selves back over here to help us out with our infrastructure. They ain't already said it.
So it's like, uh, yeah, we'll never be able to have our own land in America. It'll never happen.
Mm.
It's,
Mm.
as
DJ,
much
what
as
you
people
think?
want to say it'll happen, as much as people want to act like we could really take this shit over and make it ours, we can't. I
DJ,
don't
how
think
you
it's
feel about
possible.
it?
Well, we already tried. We already tried. What happened in Tulsa?
Burned it
Mm.
down,
What happened in Rosewood?
burned it down. Lake Lanier.
Exactly.
Anytime we try, like,
May
and
I
then
have your attention,
But
please?
what that
Hold
Remain
mean?
up.
What
lower,
Hold
you
up.
please.
saying?
All hands.
Let me. I don't mean to sound like this, but anytime, let me piggyback on that. Anytime we try and we are succeeding,
May I
that's when they
have
come
your
on
attention,
in.
please? Remain lower, please. Report
you
to
know
the
what,
nearest
that
courtesy
book
phone and dial
Lanier,
33112 for an important message.
I have to mute Pops. We gonna have to mute
Yeah.
this guy.
Anytime we
bro.
try and we're succeeding at it, that's when
Let
they
me
come in and burn it
You
down.
don't use that back.
Kanye, right? Kanye, right? He's trying to do that, liberate black people, so called, right? Are they letting them? They took that. They took everything from that man, right? They ain't letting
No,
that man live, right?
I'm saying
Anytime
though,
we
what
try
that
to,
mean though? All that shit mean we supposed to stop?
no, we not supposed to stop. But the reality is, at some point, people gonna have to realize we're not gonna be able to do it here.
Mm.
Now, see, the thing is, when it comes to
Mm.
that now, that's when these things, when these atrocities happen, that happened during a time where you can go out and kill some black people for fun.
Mm.
Now, what we got to do, if we want to do something now in this day and age, one, we have to use the law. Okay. And it does work because we were able to achieve civil rights and all the other good stuff, blah, 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 blah. So yeah, we will be able to
May I
use the
have your
law
attention, please? Remain
in our
lower, please.
favor.
Report to the nearest courtesy
Two,
phone and
we
dial
are going to have
33112
to
for an
drop
important
the
message.
mentality, okay? One of crabs in a barrel. Two, um, like perfect example with Kanye West. He was a billionaire, right?
Mm.
Yeah. He
Mm.
was what I call a conditional billionaire.
Pops,
Now, like
Pops.
Bill Gates, he
Yeah.
gonna be a billionaire no
Yo,
matter what,
your
right?
background killing the show, Pops.
Oh, that's me.
Yeah.
What I need to get off these headphones.
Oh no, your background. We hear all that at the airport.
Oh, hold up.
Yeah, get on your
My
headphones.
bad.
Or just mute until you
What
talk.
about now?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
you
straight.
good now. You better.
Now, like
Uh,
with Bill Gates, he's a billionaire, no matter what. With Kanye, he was a billionaire until he pissed the wrong people off and they snatched his contract. Now he's just a regular old millionaire. Okay? That's not true billionaire status. And until we can get to that point where we do have billionaire status and we do control our spending, like recirculating our dollars in our community, no matter what,
that's the main one.
that's
So
where we
can I
start
Exactly.
at.
can I break something down real quick though?
Brother,
Even
please
at
go
the end of
ahead.
the day, even
Go
at
right
the end
ahead.
of the day, I was watching a video. I seen a video on Instagram, and I sent this to you, Smooth. Uh, a man was breaking down like at the end of the day, like we'll never be able to build. Even just regular American people, right? If you're not in power, you're never gonna be able to truly build. And here goes the reason: you work for money, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then
That
you go
better.
pay your rent, right?
Yeah, it's good, Pop. It's
The
straight.
realtor pays that money to the bank, right? If you own a house, right? Goddamn, you pay your mortgage. The mortgage goes to the bank, right? You pay a car note, right? All of that money goes to the bank, right? So even
Mm-hmm.
if we get some money, even if we think we're building something, we're truly never building anything because everything we're building, they're getting the money right back from us.
You know you
So
can
even
pay a
if
house off.
we
You know you can build on land, right?
yeah, you could build on land, but man, let's be real. They can do whatever they want to that land. They
Mm,
toast to that.
mm.
As
Yeah.
Chris Senior said, they drowned Lake Lanier.
Right.
Like we got historical events that prove when we try to build and they see we build something thriving, they gonna tear it down.
Right.
Mm. Man,
And
y'all
it's
make
not
some
gonna
excellent
stop.
points, man.
And it's not gonna stop. And here's the thing: we'll never be able to. Let's be real, man. Like, even if y'all want to say we could fight a war against these people, right? A
Mm.
hundred young niggas in the hood with a switch ain't beating 100 military goddamn operatives.
No,
So
you right about that, sir.
I'm gonna be real with you. We gotta pick our poison at this point. If we want to go build, we need to fucking leave America, go build somewhere where they want us, where they are
Mm.
going to allow us to build.
Might as well go to Ghana and just stay there.
Cause they not gonna let us build here, fam. They not. As much as black people want to say, "Oh, we could take this out," it's not gonna happen.
But the
This
world
land
is
was
ours,
never built
though.
for.
The United States just a piece of the universe. It ain't the whole world.
It's not. That's why I'm saying, get up out of the United States and go build. But as far as trying to build here, we ain't doing it.
Do the
We
fee. What did
still
21
speak.
Keys show y'all when he got together with all of the neighborhoods? What did he show you then with that?
Yeah, they ain't up on that, Pops. They ain't up on
Oh,
19.
oh, I thought they. Oh, okay, I'm sorry. Can I comment a little bit? Can I say a few things? Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Go
I'm
ahead.
sorry, y'all hear all this crazy shit in the airport, but you know, it's 2025, so what's expected is, you know, it's out there. It's right in our face. I mean, they assassinated two state senators yesterday, didn't they, up in Minnesota?
True that.
So
True
again,
that.
America been violent since the encompass of the country. It's been violent. It's built on violence. So again, the riots and everything that's going on, especially like you said. I mean, this happens all the time in Gary, Indiana, Chicago, killings, Nashville, Austin, Texas, Dallas, Texas. I mean, it's murder, murder, murder. Black community. I mean, this ain't nothing to us, but on a national scale, when you put all these
It's
people
not.
trying to protest something and they start killing people, now it's a big deal. It's always been happening, and it ain't gonna stop.
At
So
all.
again, getting back to what y'all said about who voted for who, if you voted for him, what do you expect?
And,
I
and,
mean, it's
and,
really kind of common sense. I mean, y'all thought this or that about him. Y'all put him in office, then look what happened.
Can I say something?
Go
go
ahead.
ahead.
Okay, we talk so much about who to vote for, who to vote, but also
Yeah,
who voted at all. That's the main question: who
See,
voted at all?
see, see,
yeah,
that's a big
true.
one too. I'm not gonna lie to you, my boy. That's a big one too. But I want to pose this question too. This ain't even a question. This is more of a statement to people.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of y'all didn't want to vote for Kamala just because she was black and a woman, and y'all egos couldn't allow y'all to be ran by a woman. But
Yeah.
then again, especially to the black men, I want to get
Mm-hmm.
on y'all ass, especially because a lot of y'all daddies wasn't in y'all lives, so all y'all know is being ran by a woman. A woman is what goddamn kept you alive for the 18 years until you got up out that woman house. And sometimes it's even more than goddamn 18 years. So for you to not want a woman in office just because you think she can't lead is absurd. Y'all put a dummy in office. Y'all put
Because
a
y'all
dummy with dementia in office.
because
This man can't talk right. If you
because
listen to the man's sentences, he rambles. None of the sentences are coherent.
yeah.
be-
Yeah, that's
um
true.
A lot of because I think a reason why they put a dummy in the offense is because the black community is full of dummies.
Well, see, the thing is, son, 98% of black women voted for Kamala Harris.
I
Hmm.
know.
84% of black men voted for Kamala Harris also. So,
Yes.
when it comes to the black community, now, I'm going to tell you right now, 84% of us voted for Kamala. That 16% is like, okay, now, brothers, we need to have a conversation with you, okay? Because obviously something going wrong, okay, to that
Hmm.
16%, okay? But when it comes to all of that, one of the main things, and I gotta say this, as far as building up, um, if we do, and I'm gonna be honest, in my hearts, I do think we can build some stuff. But the minute that we stop tearing each other down,
Yeah.
and we get to that point, we'll be able to build. Because when the black household was together and the black household was strong, we rocked the entire world.
Can I ask you
We
something?
go right ahead.
Do you think desegregation was the worst thing for the black community?
That's a double-edged sword because I do believe in the right to go wherever you want to go and be served and not get harassed or anything. Okay, but on the flip side, we should have still kept our dollars in our neighborhoods.
Okay.
Hey, Chris Senior, I just want to ask you a question
What up?
because you just said something about us tearing each other down. And I'm just gonna just have an example, by us coming up in Gary, right? And I know you
Yeah,
you live in a, a community. I ain't even gonna say better, but it's different than your community where you live at now is different than Fifth Avenue down there by the baseball field.
I got you.
So the people down there on the baseball field, now we all black, they look at the people out there in the Miller area where you live at a tad bit different for whatever
True,
reason, right? Don't they?
true that.
In Gary in Gary, Indiana, and this is a small scale, but I'm just saying how we are as people and how the lack of
Yeah,
progress has been affecting us for so many years. And just by me saying that, it's just like saying again, like you said, for whatever reason, because you and your wife worked hard and got some breaks or whatever y'all got, and y'all put it together and y'all was able to buy, a nice residence out there. Some people that for whatever reason things ain't going the way they want to go, they have a problem with people who just seemingly work hard for theirs. You dig? They just go to work and do what they got to do. Whether it's saving money, whether it's investing money, whatever it's doing, whatever they doing, they doing something to put their family in a position where they can have this or that, have that, or whatever. But some people in our community, y'all know I ain't lying. I'm just breaking it down just on a small scale because I lived in Gary. I know how it is.
hmm
And this is us. This is us, the same race, the same creed, the same people. We looking at each other like, oh, they done bought a new car, they done bought a new house, and you done worked two, three doubles a week and saved
yeah,
up and been working and just working, taking care of yours. So us as black people, we would look at that funny. So how are we going to advance? And we ain't even looking at ourselves as like these people coming up from hard work.
Uh,
We have an
and I
envious
think
spirit. We have an envious spirit, and we gotta try to conquer that. Because, like I said, you got to get to the root of things. You got to get to the root of problems. And the problems with the violence, it ain't just the drugs. It's just like we look at each other to tear down each other for the most part. Not all people. I ain't saying everybody, but y'all know what I'm talking about. I don't care where you really live at. Us as black people, I ain't gonna call us the other word. I ain't gonna do that. For us as blacks, we look at each other not on the positive tip for the most part. And that's not good for our race. It's not. And it's been like that for hundreds of years.
uh,
Well, see, when it comes to that, Cuzzo, it's like this. I mean, for me, during the late 50s, early 60s, that's when our household was tight. That's when everything in our household had its place. You had the husband, you had the wife, you had the kids. Okay? And
Hmm.
everything and everybody was on one accord. Now,
For the most part.
yeah, now the black household, for the most part, is splintered. Now, for me, and I could be wrong, but we got to figure out how to get that black household back to where it was. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't rack my brain,
Hmm.
okay, trying to figure out how, and I
I
don't
don't
know
know.
how.
I don't know. We coming up on 2026. It's a whole
Yeah,
different world, sir.
and I don't know how. But
Maybe the younger generation on the call might know.
yeah, yeah, because see, y'all the ones that's gonna have to bring this back from the brink. Because right now
Word.
we are at the brink.
Yeah,
Mm,
because though we gotta. I'm sorry, a lot of the old traditions we gotta knock off.
That's
We gotta
true.
start on a whole new blueprint. Some things
That's true.
meant to be revamped. Some things
Wait a
been holding
minute.
us back for the
Wait a
longest.
minute. Now let's just get real. Let's get real. Let's get real.
but
Ch- change is good. Okay, change good than a mug. But as long as the household stands, change is good.
Right,
Same thing with the Constitution. It
right,
was meant to be changed,
right. Because
and
times is different.
yeah, because times are gonna change. Times are gonna get different. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff that we was doing that y'all will never know the joy of just going outside and playing hide and go seek like we did, like me and your daddy did.
Mhm.
But that
Yeah,
that
just
that
going
was years and
outside,
years
basically, just
ago.
going outside.
Yeah,
no,
that was years ago.
Yeah,
So
they don't.
that
Kids
got to
now, they don't
change.
even go outside.
no, I did that. I'm only 24. I was outside all the time.
Yeah, you a little different though. I'm talking about. Well, see, I work in the schools from K to 8, so I be around like a lot of young kids. So
Okay.
I'm telling you right now, they not outside kids. They are PlayStation 5 kids. They stay
Yeah,
in the house. It can be 100 degrees in Florida. They in the crib playing the game.
Yeah.
You dig? They don't be outside, like definitely not like our generation. Nah. I be around. I
Well,
know they not like that. They
well,
different. I ain't saying like maybe the 20-year-olds a little older, but I'm talking about like K through 8.
Yeah. That well, you gotta realize them the babies who was raised off tablets. The parents just put a tablet in front of them to keep
Yeah,
them.
yeah.
So
So
But
you got
but
to blame
but
the parents today.
well, yeah, that's true too. But I'm just talking about us as a community. You know, when we talk about all these riots and all this stuff that's going on in the world, and then like I said, I saw this little clip of Roland Martin. He was saying how like the immigrants want us to come in and help the black people. Want they like why the black people ain't helping us? And then he was
yeah. We
saying
gonna talk
really.
about that, Pops. We gonna talk about that.
Oh, I'm sorry. But
Yeah, we gonna.
I just wanted to get y'all perspective on what we need to do to change. It's so much stuff that it's so it's so complex now. This world, it really is. It ain't nothing simple about it no more. To me, I mean, it just seemed like everything, just everything. It's just woo. Everything got to be scanned. Everything got to be this. Everything got to be. It's just a lot. You know what I'm saying? And then you throw on a violent culture on top of that. Because I'm in the airport right now. A lot of people don't smile. They don't smile. You dig? It's like they worried. They got to get to this point. They got to do this. They got to do that. And it's so complex. It's so much that's on a person. You dig? And like you said, going back to having kids. If I was younger now, I definitely wouldn't have no kids. Cause the world is so tarnished and so violent and dangerous. You know who want that worry? I don't want to. I wouldn't want to worry about that with my little kids, like a family. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't want to do it. I ain't knocking nobody who do it. I'm just saying, looking at the world now, like you said, look at all this violence that's going on every day.
It ain't just certain areas. It's all around the world. And it's
True
like,
that.
dang, whether it's a plane crash, whether it's people getting just knocked or it's just like, damn. And then you got to push through it. You got to be strong as hell to survive in the world today. You really do.
Uh,
But again,
I'm
I ain't gonna hit y'all with that memento. I'm just letting y'all know how a 55-year-old be feeling sometimes. You dig? Just that's all. I
Yeah,
appreciate y'all talking to me on the real. 'Cause
yeah,
I'm just saying, just they did cancel my told me I was supposed to leave at 8:29. All of a sudden, to get up on the board, it's like, no, you ain't leaving at 10:09. What can I do? I can't do shit but wait.
yeah.
You
For
can have a
sure.
drink. Shit.
Huh?
You
That's
can have
their
you a drink while
system,
you wait.
Pop.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You always
They
have a drink.
control the
I'm
motherboard.
just
That's
saying you ain't
all that
control. You ain't controlling shit. Like homeboy, somebody said in the combo, he right. Most of the time, if you don't play your card right, you go buy a house. They trying to put where they can just come in and oh, you owe such and such on your mortgage. If you can't pay it in 30 or 60 days, we snatching your shit. The banks got that kind of power. People don't really know them bylaws, and it's a lot of bylaws trumped and changed. And he was right. It's the trip out here, man. It's a trip. It really is. But I
it's
don't think
all
that
systematic
I
though,
don't think the
Pop. It's
continent of
all
Africa want us.
systematic.
I don't think the continent of Africa want us to come over there though either. But
Well,
we just got to deal with America.
it's
Well,
so
all
this
you
is the
systematic
thing.
though.
To your
Huh?
point,
It's all systematic, Pops. It's a system.
to
The
both
war
of
No
is a
y'all,
doubt.
system. The bank's a system. They all running off systems.
No
to both
doubt.
of y'all points, only way we gonna make real change as black people or American people is realizing that this is what the powers want.
Yeah.
This is what these people want. They do this shit to make us divided. You feel me?
Yeah. Yeah.
Exactly.
would you
Yeah.
say it again?
If you look at
Say it
anything
again.
that deals with adulthood, right?
Yeah.
Any serious situation, I feel like it's always put there to divide you. Some people gonna go this way, some people gonna go that way, and nowadays people can't even agree to disagree. If you don't like
Yeah.
what
That's the
somebody else
problem.
say,
That's the
if
problem.
you don't like what somebody else say, it's automatically fuck you. I'm trying to fight you. I gotta kill
Yeah. I
you.
want to
That's
shoot.
the
Yep.
problem. You feel
Yeah.
me?
That's the problem. That's now you just broke it all the way down. That's the
So
main problem.
until we goddamn realize that they are doing this shit to make us commit this violence, which then gives them the power to make whatever laws they want to make because we acting like a fool.
But once again,
Nothing to
though,
change.
what's everybody frequency running off? The media. That's another
Yeah.
system
Yeah.
that controls narratives, control your brain, control your
Yeah.
thought patterns,
Yeah.
control how you spin.
Yeah. What you
So we
saying?
gotta be honest. The
Mm-hmm.
narrative is just horrible. That's all
That's
it
why I
is.
Yeah.
say people need to get off the media with certain situations and really think for yourself, man. Everybody want to go to the shade room for some goddamn information. Whatever they say, you think is right. I ain't gonna
Yeah.
lie to you, bro. This ain't nothing against nobody, but I'm pretty sure the shade room ran by a bunch of black lion motherfuckers.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, I don't know. They might be white.
Nah, I know they black. I know they
Hey,
black because
hey,
I
they
know they
might
black
be
because they got on 'em.
LGBT, be honest.
Yeah, they got on them at the BET. They got on them at the BET Awards because one of the ladies was asking wild questions. Yeah, but like real talk,
Y'all
black
know who run YouTube.
black media. Period. Let me say this. Let me
We
say
on
this.
Twitch
Black
right
media.
now too.
Period.
Check out us on Twitch.
Media. Period needs to change because a lot
Yeah.
of the shit we pushing is bullshit.
Yeah.
Breakfast Club.
We ain't
Huh?
pushing nothing good, bro. If it
Yeah.
ain't the Shade Room, Breakfast Club, academics, people like that pushing
Hold
B,
on though. Don't
But it's
forget
all
niggas like
entertainment.
Vlad.
It's
Don't
all
forget
entertainment.
niggas like Vlad.
Yeah. Yeah.
Vlad, all of them. But then what I'm saying, right? I'm talking about black folks right now,
Yeah.
specifically, right? Black media, right? We I ain't gonna lie to you, even down to like Tyler Perry movies, right? Everybody love Tyler Perry movies, right?
Mm-hmm.
But here go the problem with a lot of black media. It's just a bunch of nigga drama at the end of the day.
Oh
Yeah,
wow.
But see,
yeah.
here's the thing though.
Like
Yeah,
It's all
Hell
it's
though.
it's all entertainment.
it's
Yeah.
yeah.
entertainment, but people
Let
don't
me let me
nowadays.
ask
People
this.
don't know how to blur the lines between entertainment and real life.
That's
But
right.
here's but can
That's
I
right.
say something?
Go
All
ahead.
right, go ahead, CJ.
Okay, okay, Tyler Perry. What about this thing going Miss Pat show? Is that entertainment?
Yes.
Yeah, oh, BT, yeah, that's entertainment to me. She ain't no real
Yeah.
judge. She ain't no real judge.
I'm gonna be real with you, man.
She funny though. She funny though.
Anything on television is entertainment.
If I comprehend that the big consider for
Mind on the track. What's up? How you feeling? We talking about ice right now.
Alexandria Morales,
Wait, what's up?
We talking
Bryce,
about ice. Hold on, Pops, Mike. We talking about ice. What's going on?
What's going on with ICE?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
talking about the protests and it's how it's affecting the country. What's your thoughts? You in Texas, ain't you? You around a lot of Hispanics, right? Keep it real.
Yep. ICE going around doing what
Yeah,
they're told, doing what they doing what they got to do. Um, I think they could be going away, going about it a different way. I think I understand the idea, the premise. It sounds good in theory, right? But the implementation of it is definitely off or skewed or um, inappropriate, so to speak. I always my thoughts on immigration have been this. It's been if we have the ability, or if there's a way to fix the war, famine, etc., going on in the home country, I feel like some or most of the immigrants would return home. I think they're here for out of necessity and as a way out. But I think if there's a way to fix the issues at home, back in the home country, in a way to get rid of the bad people, right, that most of them will return home. So I think that it's a very complicated, very complex issue, and I don't think we have the resources to niche or to nuance every situation, to nuance the situation. I don't think we have the resources to nuance the situation. So yeah, it's very complicated, very complicated.
all right. So we gonna play this clip about should Black Americans help Hispanics and immigrants during this situation. Let's talk about it. Real conversation.
Diving into a powerful message from rapper Vic Mensa about why Black Americans should care about ICE protests. Vic Mensa believes that the struggles of African Americans and immigrants are deeply intertwined. He argues that both groups face systemic racism and oppression in America. One key point is that people of color are disproportionately affected by mass incarceration. Many African American men, especially those with felony convictions, are deported to countries like Kenya or Ghana. These deportations not only separate families, but also deny individuals the opportunity to rebuild their lives here in the U.S. Moreover, systemic racism affects healthcare outcomes for Black Americans, and undocumented immigrants often lack access to quality medical care due to fear of being reported to ICE. Vic Mensa is urging Black Americans to recognize that these struggles are indeed our own.
What y'all think about that?
Oh, it's true.
It's
It's
true to a point.
uh,
There's
I
white
don't
and non-white.
I don't
It's
think getting rid of immigrants works at all, bro. If you actually go look at the numbers, just, we should help them. They bring what nine? I think it was $900 billion, something like that, to America's GDP every year, and that goes to helping us with social security, welfare, food stamps, everything like that. So, and immigrants don't get to collect welfare, food stamps, all of that, as much as people like to push their narrative. So really, if we got rid of the immigrants, it fucks America up. And if you want to take it further, it messes Black Americans up because we're historically the ones who rely on those government assistance the most because of how the government did us. So I mean, we could get rid of the immigrants, but it's gonna crumble America totally. I'm not gonna lie to you. We should help them because once again, they're gonna come to us next. It's not gonna stop at them. They're not gonna stop until America is exactly what they want. But somebody else can comment on that.
Would this be a good time for people to uprise in the black community if they tried to come at us, especially since we are legal citizens?
No, because it don't matter. He's deporting people who are legal citizens. He's been deporting people who were legal
So if
citizens.
so if they came to your house right now, they tried to deport you, what you gonna do? Just be honest. And
Shit.
you a
I'm
legal
gonna
citizen.
go ahead and let them take my black ass because if I retaliate, I'm gonna probably end up
Where they gonna take you? Where they gonna take you?
They're gonna take you.
exactly where they want to take you. What
You
exactly
a
what Vic
citizen, sir.
Mensa said.
Sir, you a U.S. citizen now. Where they gonna take you? You was
Yeah, they
born here, right?
what they want. They don't matter. That doesn't matter. They don't care about that.
So
They
you
don't
going to
care
surrender?
about that. That's what y'all not understanding. I
Yeah,
could
yeah.
be
I ain't. Well, I ain't understanding it because
I ain't
again, I was
You know,
born here, bro. I mean, I don't know
listen,
what's.
I
I
could
don't
be
know.
born here, right? I could be an
Yeah.
American citizen here, right? That's all
Uh huh.
true, right? But he doesn't give a fuck about nobody except people who are white. And let's keep it real with you. He
Uh
don't
huh.
even care about some white people for real.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
about
So,
to
true.
say, some of them not
so
born here. Some of them
But
immigrants.
where they gonna put the people that's what you talking about?
they're
I got
gonna
my
send them exactly where they're sending the illegal immigrants to Uganda, to Kenya, to all of these jails they
they
sending. They
gon' so
don't
they
care.
gon'
They gonna intertwine them. They don't care. The
Well, see,
Supreme Court right
now I
now.
thought now see I got a kind of got a misunderstanding about what the protest is about because I've been hearing that some of the people they aren't legal but they work in America. They've been working in
Some
America.
people
They like
aren't legal. Yes, most of the
but I
people.
didn't hear that they was just taking like just people born in
Oh,
Chicago or Indianapolis and saying, "Hey, you out of here and you a citizen."
yeah, they done had people, and right now the Supreme Court is right now telling him he has to bring certain people back because he
Okay.
do. But Trump is trying to go against it because he wants to be a dictator. That's why I say we have to fight this fight, but we gotta fight it smart because it's not gonna stop with the goddamn Mexicans. He coming
Well,
for
I
us.
will say this: if it come to the black community and they doing black people like they doing, it's gonna be a real problem because a lot of black people they're not going for that shit. I'm just
They
saying.
not gonna go for it, and that's
I'm
the
just saying.
thing. But I'm just saying
It's
we
gonna be
gotta
so
be
much
ready for the
bloodshed,
bloodshed.
bro. I'm
I was
just saying.
supposed to say you gotta be ready for the bloodshed, because.
Yeah, cause I
But
mean,
at
if they doing that, that's ridiculous.
but at this point, people gotta realize like even Trump supporters at this point are making videos coming out like white Trump supporters. A lot of people are flipping the script on Trump. If you look at, and this is data that I looked up multiple sources. If you look at the protests from his first term and his second term, they're skyrocketed at
that's
the
true.
same place they were. Like, come on now, like people are sick of this shit. So it's gone. People is waking up, but it's just like, damn, I'm risking my life for waking up to an extent.
King Walker, what you gotta say? King Walker ain't said nothing to her.
I'm waiting. I'm waiting for I'm waiting.
Go
I you
ahead.
know
Go ahead, King Walker.
for one, I got a lot. This probably be for 100, but for one, white people love black people. So for one, if they was gonna do anything, they not gonna deport you. They gonna make you a slave again.
Yeah, yeah, that sound about
Definitely
right.
not gonna deport you because they need you to warm their bed and milk they and breastfeed their babies Don't forget about that.
Don't,
They
hey,
They didn't
hey,
have
you
they hold
know,
on. They didn't have Mexicans doing that.
It's called
And then hold on,
it's
and then
called
don't and then we got a few older people here. My thing with fighting smarter and fighting back, can't do that. That's impossible. I'm just telling you that right now. We are the youngest demographic on the planet
What you
as
mean?
far as
Okay.
freedom goes. We are the last people to be free. We just got free maybe 100 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody else been free for about at least hundreds and hundreds of years. Even these white people we talking about, they were slaves at one point and banished and kicked out at one point. But they got a head start on us. They got hundreds of years of being free. So our best chances is of just staying alive and growing. Because we still are babies compared to all the other cultures because we're like, we don't have no culture. We're still building a culture. We're still in the base of our culture. If you look at everybody else has been free, because everybody been even the Mexicans been slaves. That
What
wasn't always Mexico.
what you mean
They
we
had to fight.
don't
They
have
had to fight for that Mexican shit.
what you mean we don't have culture? Don't they steal
We
everything that
do,
is
but it's new. It's still new if you compare it to everybody else's culture. It's
not
new.
you
I
right.
mean
Our
it's
culture
new,
is
but
the
it's the culture that
Yeah,
people
BT
want.
only 45 years old.
right. We like it did. We are new.
I'm
Like
just
I
playing.
ain't
white people been out free forever. Mexicans have been out. The Chinese, they've been
You're
had their
right.
time.
You're right. You're right.
all our culture in here in America. We don't know no outside culture.
But we
Yeah, I
gotta
said
grow.
BT
We ain't
45
never
years old.
we've never been 500 years old before. We've been
Yeah.
500 years old in body and spirit, but we have never been free for 500 years, unlike everybody else.
true that. But American pretty much I would say at least 75% of American culture,
It's black.
from soul food to barbecue to rap, jazz, not you, but
You said American culture, sir. The world is large. This is a very big world with
American
other
culture.
cultures that been dominating way before. Hey, this America shit's new. This
Yeah,
American culture is new.
Yeah,
yeah.
they
This
do.
Western civilization, this is new. This is not that old
But
to
it's
compare to every other
new when it comes
Africa,
to
Chinese,
all of the cultures
Japan.
out there. But what I'm saying is the base American culture came from black people, from our music to jazz to rap, anything, barbecue, soul food, boots on the ground, the slides, pretty much
That
almost every
and
facet of American culture came from us. And when it came from us, it came from us looking for happiness amidst our oppression.
I agree, but still, all those things you name are
Hmm
100 years old. They're not Great Wall
hmm
of China old.
Oh no, no, no! I'm not saying that.
So
I'm not
we ain't
saying
got
that.
nothing. We don't have a base like that. That might be our base. You got to understand that's just our base. Then what you just named, that's just our base. We ain't even get started yet.
Mm-hmm.
We still babies compared to the rest of the world. Even
Mm-hmm.
American, even white American, we still babies compared to the rest of the world.
And
So
that's
as far as culture goes,
Yeah.
um, and that's another. No, we don't have no kids or nothing like that.
You breaking up, cuz. What you say?
And I'm gonna tell you right now, if I heard I was watching anime.
Say it again, cuz you was breaking up.
Oh, I mean, I was like, yeah, we don't have the great.
Cuz you might
Ever
want to stay in
since
one spot. You still breaking up.
I'm breaking up. How's
Yeah.
this?
Okay, right. You good right there.
Yeah, but I'm listening to some Chinese rap the other night, and I'm like, damn, they flowing. I don't know what they that bing bong, but they was flowing. So I mean, even though we are a young culture, our culture is hitting the entire world. It may be young, but it's strong.
all,
That's because
all that
it's novel.
all that
That's what it is.
Chinese rap,
Novel.
all that Chinese rap got a time limit on it over there. They have a schedule, they have a limit, they have words that they can say and not say. They have censorship
Yeah, yeah.
because they can only rap so much of what their culture allows them to do and their religion allows them to do. We can just say whatever fuck we want
True,
because
but
we ain't really
they,
got nothing to stand on except
but
for these
they,
constitutions.
hold up, but they doing it,
I'm right back
and
on
it's
the line.
based off of our stuff.
That was
It's based off our stuff. They may have time limits, but they still doing it.
Yeah. All right, we about to get straight to the nonsense. We done talked about all the politics, Trump, ICE, Black Americans. Should we help them out? So now we gonna get to the last topic. We down there on here, hour and a half. So we're gonna talk about Kanye, formerly known as Ye, pulling up to Diddy's trial. How would it affect the trial? Should more people show up that was down with Diddy? And what's next for the what's gonna be the outcome? What he gonna get sentenced? We're gonna speak on all of it after this clip. What's y'all thoughts, man? What's going on with the Diddy situation, man?
I think he's saying
It's a slippery slope.
Yeah. Out of all them people though who rocked with Diddy, it's crazy. Ye the only one popped up. That's kind of crazy to me.
is it though? One thing
Yeah,
Yeah, is it? Do you know the reason he came, sir? Do you really know?
because his name was in it, right? Because his name was
Yeah, he wasn't
yeah,
coming for
Clout.
support.
yeah, but
Clout.
everybody else came in it too. They ain't showing up.
Hey, it's crazy. It's crazy. All this sex craziness in this Diddy trial, and the only dude that showed up is the dude that just admitted of smoking a pole 2 months prior of his cousin's pole.
Hey, slow your roll, Kenny Walker.
Facts.
Slow your roll.
You
man.
Slow your roll.
so funny, dude. That's the funniest shit I done heard.
Slow your roll,
Hey, I'm
dog.
finna use that shit on Instagram. I
Uh,
tell you,
dude,
I ain't gonna
you done
lie.
fucked me up with that.
Hey, I'm
Just,
using
hey,
that for the rest of the year.
just
Smoking
two
dope.
months ago, he just admitted
Yeah,
of sucking his cousin off. Now he want to show up for
no
Diddy and
doubt.
some baby oil and some nigga.
Oh,
I,
it's all
I,
media.
I,
It's
I don't,
all
No,
I
no,
don't
no.
know.
That ain't me. That's a sickness.
I don't know
I'm
when. I don't know how
like,
gay. I
dude.
don't know how. I don't know how gay men roll. But I know when a female is trying to get on to me, and that looked like a female trying to chase me down in the courthouse. I'm just telling you. I'm saying. I've seen people chase somebody down in the courthouse before. You know. I'm just saying. Just saying.
Kenny Walker. What the fuck that mean, dog?
Hey, I'm just saying. Hey, it's like my man Lord Jamar said. Yo, hey, is that the
Man, we
only
ain't
poll?
showing
Hey,
Lord
hey,
Jamar no
yeah,
respect. He getting a
I'm
pass.
quoting Lord Jamar right now. Is that the only poll you smoke, or did you go cold turkey after that?
Okay, Lord Jamar, you
Mm,
went back to the, you know what?
mm.
The shit
You
got
gotta
real.
understand. You gotta understand. The host is a yay
Is that the only poll you
partner.
smoke? Or so you telling me you only smoked one poll and that was it? That you done? You done? That's it?
Lord Jamar, hey, stay in your pay
And
grade, man.
sometimes it's a one and done situation. You just wanted to try it and move on.
Nah, you ain't. Hey,
Oh,
never. You
fuck
ain't.
that.
You ain't never did.
Thank you.
That's a myth. You ain't never did that with no female that you like.
Hey, man.
Shit.
Man, the man
You
got
ain't never
keep
did that with
Big
no
gas
female
in
you
it.
the
like.
man will keep it.
You hitting that as much as she let you hit that.
but
The
I'm
host
saying
gonna
though,
get mad because
what's the
Kanye
outcome though?
believer.
What's the outcome though? Like what is gonna be more people gonna pop up? Like that's what I'm
No.
trying to.
I'm
There's
not.
there's a
I'm not.
possibility of
Hey,
guilty by association.
hey, only way I'm popping up if I'm one of them. If you got to subpoena me, and I got lawyers, and if I find a way you subpoena me, I'm ducking. I'm hiding. I'm hiding hotel and motels until the trial's over. I got enough money. I could just hop in the ATM real quick, and I'll be good for about 2 years. Y'all never
Who
find
else?
me.
Who else y'all want to see?
Jay-Z, that's the one you want to see.
Nah, hey,
Sean
Jay-Z,
For what?
Carter.
For
you'll
what?
never catch
For
me.
what? What you?
You'll never
What? I
catch
mean,
me.
what? Yeah, but what if he wasn't ever at a party though? Like
Pop,
after
you
hours.
know he was, Pop.
I'm talking about after hours, like when it went out, when it went down.
Man, you rocked with him. You having dinners with this nigga, toasting it up. Now when shit get real, Ye the only one? Ye the realest nigga, man. Quit playing with my boy.
Nah, you
All
wrong.
you niggas
Ye
ain't
what?
popping up.
Remember what Ye said on the on Drink
Yeah,
Champs
he
about
said it.
Diddy?
He
He
said it.
he dissed him.
He dissed
He
him on
only
his
came
platform.
he only came because he said his name was mentioned about the young lady mentioned.
But I'm saying though, Pops, he was invited by the Suns too. His sons brought him in. So apparently it's some love. That's all.
Them little niggas is menaces too. Them
Yes.
niggas are
Hey,
terror
dog.
too.
Especially the little dark skinned one look just like Diddy.
He
Oh
looked
yeah, the
just like
dark
his
skin
dad.
one. All
But
of them
I'm
little
just saying
motherfuckers are
though, they ain't
dangerous.
about to just, hey, come on, bro, come rock with me. They ain't just about to do that to any nigga. They got some dealings with gay, bro. That's what I'm saying.
They say they reconciled.
It's bigger than just yay and dog. Like, let's
Who
be
y'all
honest.
who y'all want to see next? Ray J show up. Ray J gonna show up next.
Let's be honest. Let's be honest. No matter what we think it did, he a black father, bro. He a black father.
No doubt. That's true. That's
Honest,
true.
bro.
That's true. That's so true. And he got daughters.
He
But
That's
got
so
black
true
daughters.
too.
fathers need to think about what they doing in them daughters before they do it.
Word.
Yeah,
That's
of
true.
course. But niggas ain't perfect. He did what he did.
Nah,
I
but
can't,
again,
can't nobody on this panel judge that man.
nope.
He did
Because
what he did.
if they put 70 million in each one of our accounts, we don't know what we'll do. Some of us gonna go off the edge. And Lord, I would say pray for me. If somebody put 70 million in your account right now, you don't know what you're gonna do. And Puffy had like 700.
1 million, shit, 2 million. You was gonna go crazy.
2
See, you can talk that shit if you want to. Everybody, you right about that. You can't judge them because you don't know what you would be, how you gonna act out, how
But
you
all
gonna
I'm
act.
saying, this show the industry once again. They ain't your friends. These niggas fake. They use
Fake.
you for to glow them up, get them in a position. You get some shit like Diddy. I don't know your ass no more. I'm crossing my hands.
Mm-hmm.
It's bad for
Hold
business.
it.
It's bad for
Hold.
business.
Hold it.
Smooth. I done did that. Smooth. I done did that to niggas with less, with not even millionaires. I done did that to niggas with $5 in their pocket. I'm out, nigga. Fuck you, nigga. I holler at me
But
when you get
but
out, my nigga.
Hold
but
up now. Hold up.
if
King, what you say?
$5.
King Walker's funny,
King, what
bro.
Hell
you say? What
no.
you just say?
but if Diddy beat this, he gonna have some people come back out. A lot of people ain't gonna mess with him, but some people gonna come back and say,
Of
"What's up,
course.
Holmes? What's up?"
Of
Yeah.
course.
Not everybody, but some people are. They're gonna say, "Man, I ain't seen you in a while. I'm
They gonna
glad you
be
made it through."
ready
Just
to
like if
lose
R. Kelly,
live for
if they let R. Kelly out tomorrow, he gonna be the same way.
Diddy
him.
ain't
Same
He,
gonna
way.
make it.
But
Smooth.
they ain't gonna let him out. They ain't
He
gonna let R.
said
Diddy ain't
Kelly
Diddy
out.
gonna
ain't
make
I
gonna
it.
ain't
make it.
showing up to
Hold up.
court for
You know why
nobody.
Diddy ain't gonna make it?
Nobody.
Diddy ain't gonna make it because they still pissed off because they let Bill Cosby slip through their fingers.
Damn, Bill
Mm.
Cosby.
They
Smooth.
still mad behind that.
Yeah,
Yeah, they might be. I
God
mean,
damn
it's
it.
it's mean out here. Yeah, and they got him, and he only can see out of one eye. Bill Cosby, he was a
Say it
power
again.
power shaker back in the day. But look now, it's
Say it
funny how
again.
life is though. You look at Puffy now, back 5, 10 years ago, he was on top of the world. Not
yeah.
look. So always stay humble. Always stay kind to people. Don't change, no matter how much money you get. Y'all young people, remember that. But y'all
Niggas
gonna
just
be money makers. Y'all gonna be money makers. Everybody on this panel, y'all gonna be money makers. Bro, don't change though when you get money.
yeah.
Stand
And
shoulder
I
to
mean,
shoulder with them people that y'all grew up with, people that ain't doing as well as y'all. Don't be acting like you better. 'Cause Puffy, they said he had that bad.
well, you know
He had
what?
that
I'm gonna be
bad. He was
honest with you.
talking to people bad, doing people bad. Look what happened.
Don't get me wrong.
If
You
what
know,
he
like
said is
with
true,
Puff,
y'all, I'm sorry.
you know, it was
Yeah.
all good. He made all that money and everything, but you still got to remember, you still black in
Yep.
America,
Yep.
and that don't matter.
Yep.
You got to be. I mean, just being black in America, you got to take that extra careful step.
Yep.
You know, and he decided he wanted to have a harem. They
Cuz let's
went
be
for that.
real, he just burned the wrong bridges. It ain't even about all that.
Yeah, yeah, he did.
Had
He
the
did.
resources. He was
But
he
but
was
but
in
I'm
with
just saying
them folks.
I don't know the dude, but they say he was just he used to be like a butthole to a lot of people
He
too.
was in with them folks, even though he ain't one of them, but he was in with them. They had
Yeah.
a rapport with him. They broke bread with the nigga. So he just
Clive
crossed
Davis
the
act
line.
like he
In,
don't even know who he is now. Like Clive Davis
in
be act
bed
like,
with
who
him,
you
more
talking
likely.
about? Who you talking about? I don't know what you talking
Of
about.
course, of course. That's how it
Uh,
go. Diddy just
yeah,
another pawn.
yeah. Man, I don't even know what you're saying. You acting like
Baby,
you can't even
the
hear no
one
more.
oh the ones who taught Diddy the game, they ain't getting caught up. Believe that.
Nope. Nope.
Diddy
Ain't
gonna
got
get
no money.
caught up.
Gotta be very smart out here. You gotta play chess with them. You gotta play chess with them just when they doing the same, do the same thing they doing. Smile with them, but don't be with them too much.
Obviously,
Don't.
Diddy ain't have enough blackmail for him. They took all them tapes. That's what it is. That nigga, that nigga ran out of luck. I'm sorry. Nigga, wake up call. Shout out to Star. He got his nigga wake.
Another one. Another one.
Definitely.
Another
That's
one.
all it
They,
is.
uh,
That's all it is.
uh,
Well, how y'all want to close it out? We down there going on 2 hours. How y'all want to do it?
well, I'm gonna say this to y'all, man, before I let y'all go. Y'all stay strong, because the young man said, "Yeah, we got some older people on the call tonight or on the podcast." And I wasn't saying rise up like be violent. I was saying rise up and be like smart, like like play chess with them. You know what I'm saying? But 'cause you ain't gonna beat violence with violence. So that's what I was basically saying, like that, not like killing nobody, but you gotta think you're smarter than what they are. So I ain't want you, I just want to explain myself to you. And you were saying how like uh, we we can't like fight them and do all of that. I wasn't meaning like in a violent way. I was meaning like in a mental way. So I just wanted to just correct my statement if you had misunderstood. But
All right,
again, just all right, y'all stay positive, man, and much love to all y'all, man, and peace, man. Stay strong.
all right,
Oh,
love.
take it easy,
All right,
cuzzo.
all
Happy
right,
Father's Day, pops.
All right,
all right.
love.
Thank you.
Hmm.
All right, so how y'all want to end it, man? This has been a good show. Father's Day edition. Appreciate all the fathers tapping in. Like, share, and subscribe. Follow everybody on the panel. We're gonna end it with we're gonna start from the co-host on down. So go ahead, Kai.
Man, y'all already know Zen Emotion on Instagram, Kyle Williams on Facebook, Kyle Zen across any platform dealing with music. As y'all heard at the beginning of the show, that's that Rolling Up by me and Jay Smooth, getting ready to drop real soon. Be on the lookout for that, man. New podcast coming soon, working on ideas, trying to get it all together. Game and content. Other than that, man, tune in next week.
Go ahead, King Walker.
My turn. Yeah, man. You already know Bad Guys podcast, of course. I'm trying to go every day. I definitely got an episode for you tomorrow. Check me out, Bad Guys Podcast on YouTube, Spotify, What we talking about tomorrow? We talking about Slim Thug getting this thing getting broken into, and who else? Oh yeah. We talking about DMX and Corrupt. Yeah, if y'all ain't heard about that, so check me out tomorrow. I got a Chatty Patty special running. So yeah. I got some tea for you tomorrow over at the Bad Guys Podcast. So make sure you check me out. Bad Guys Pod, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok.
For sure. Divine on track. What up?
Man, y'all know what it is. Google the name. I'll pop up on a few sites. Smooth, thanks for having me on. Zen, always a pleasure, bro. Family panel. Happy Father's Day to everyone. One love, man.
Ooh, shit. All right. What's going on, CJ?
You know where to find me on Instagram or Facebook, and I'll
Okay.
get back to my business soon.
That's us, man. Go ahead, man.
Okay. All right, big cuz. What you guys say? That's it.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. For me, we just got to get back to the point where we loving each other. You know what I'm saying? Loving each other, and if we seeing somebody that's like on the way up, don't pull them back. Help them out. And if you can't help them, don't harm. Cheer for them.
Yeah. It can't be like that, man. Another great episode. Appreciate
Amen.
y'all. Till next time. Appreciate y'all.
All right. Appreciate y'all, brothers.
All right. All right.
Everything we say so real, these niggas always quoting us. Status got the game on lock, yeah, we be killing shit. Yo ho wanna roll with us, she want a different fish. Need to knock it out the park, no we don't never miss. You could be like us if you just get up off that jealous shit. I just hit the club, I'm in my zone, we rolling up. And you know we pour Patron, we pouring up. I just hit the club, I'm in my zone, we rolling up. And you know we never wrong when we pouring up. I just hit the club, I'm in my zone, we rolling up. And you know we pour Patron, we pouring up. I just hit the club, I'm in my zone, we rolling up.